Cash Nation, today is the day, ladies and gentlemen, because I am at AMC North Lake about to walk into Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Now, I just watched Rise and Dawn, 8 or 9 solid, great movies, honestly, okay? This film, I'm expecting there to be some pacing issues like I've heard. I'm expecting to hopefully love all the characters, love the writing, love the story, and I'm expecting to put this film in the top seller category of my top 4 favorite movies of 2024, okay? I'm expecting it like a couple of minutes and it's like kind of trying to find its footing, but after a while it does, thankfully speaking. I'm expecting to love Noah. I love the monkey next to him. I forgot the name of the monkey, I apologize. Freya, I'm expecting her to be interesting, but not really there that much. And overall, I'm super anxious going into this because it's like this film is basically about people knowing or not knowing about Caesar and his legacy, and what does Caesar stuff mean and what does it not mean? What does his words mean, if that makes sense, right? And this ape named Proximus twisting his words a little bit, twisting what his beliefs were to benefit his own. How is it handled? Is it handled well? Is it rushed? You know, if that makes sense. How do they handle the villain? Is the villain good or is it bad? This theater, by the way, is almost sold out to what I'm at right now, okay? Because this film's got so much good praise. We're talking 4.5, 9.5 out of 10. I'm super excited. Jaren and Miss Anna will be joining me tonight. No Everett, unfortunately, okay? Everett had to take care of some personal business, but honest to God, Cash Station, I couldn't be more excited than I already am. Like I said, I watched the first 2 movies. I'm literally 30-40 minutes into the third. They're all excellent movies, so I'm expecting this to be nothing more than the best that there is. There's already a 9 film planned, like trilogies of more Apes movies, okay? I'm expecting this film to make $1 billion. So again, to sum it up, great writing, story, acting, great, beautiful visuals. I'm expecting the ending to be good or decent. Hopefully they stick it, of course. And honest to God, I'm just excited to meet Noah. You know, the new Caesar to me. Hopefully he earns his place, and hopefully he's my favorite character so far. I'm looking for Jaren, by the way, while I'm recording this. That's why I keep looking elsewhere and stuff. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I can't explain to you how excited I am, Cash Nation. So without further ado, here is Jaren talking about Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, what he's excited to see. Here you go. So, you excited?
I'm super pumped. This is my most anticipated movie of the year.
Top 5 or number 1?
Number 1.
Wow.
I haven't been this excited for a movie in a long time. Probably, I mean, yeah, this is definitely, this one and Dune 2 were the tied, like what I was most excited for. It sucks that they're both in the early part of the year, because now it's like, what else do we have to look forward to?
Deadpool, Wolverine.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
No, there's a lot more.
I got more.
Yeah, there's plenty. A lot more. But no, this is the top. This is what I'm most excited for. I think the Planet of the Apes, like the new trilogy, is one of the best trilogies of all time. The most recent one, War for the Planet of the Apes, that's like one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah,
I think they just keep getting better and better, so I'm expecting the same here.
That was excellent. I mean, my God.
Yeah.
I had so much anxiety.
Oh, yeah.
I was anxious, like, oh, what's gonna happen, you know?
And it's crazy that they can make you do that with like chimp characters.
Yes. I gotta tell you, my favorite moments.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Rise?
No!
You damn dirty ape!
Yeah. When I saw that,
Woo!
that movie is like really important to me as like a cinephile. Like I saw that movie when I was 12 years old, and I was like, movies are awesome. Like that was one of the first times in theaters I was like, movies are sick. So then I just became a cinephile from there. But I saw that movie with a friend of mine in theaters, and whenever he said no, my friend stood up. He was like, "What did he say?" It's like one of my most favorite memories in theaters. But yeah, no, they're great, and I think that this one's just gonna continue on that. So
predict the score?
I gotta go 9 out of 10
9
at minimum.
9.
I'm expecting a 9 out of 10. Honestly, that sucks to go in with high expectations because it might not meet them, but we'll see.
I mean, I think personally, if it wasn't for the great reviews,
oh, that's true.
There would not be a sold out theater.
That's true. It's a sold out theater today.
Because I've heard excellent word of mouth about this film.
Visuals.
Visuals are excellent.
Story, character.
I've heard one thing that's possibly going to be a negative. I've heard, and I don't know much, so I've heard that Freya, the girl, the
human character,
makes a decision in the last scene that affects. I don't know what that means. That's just one of the main things I've heard. It's like they don't focus on her too much.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. I know that the villain comes into the second act of the film, which is fine. You know, Proximus Caesar.
Yeah.
I'm really curious to know how they're going to hit out to where the apes don't know much, or some do know about his legacy, his beliefs, his rules.
Yes. I'm very excited to see them uncover all that. That's like the intriguing part. The little, there's a little bit of a mystery there.
Like,
so.
and my thing is, how is it resolved in a nice way without it being too cutthroat about it? So that makes sense.
I hear it's a pretty open-ending resolution. That's what I heard. So we'll see.
So, for that dude, Cats Nation, welcome to Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I'll tell you exactly how good or bad this film is. So, we just got done seeing Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. How you feel about it, fella?
I thought it was great.
I thought it was an epic, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, I have some complaints. I gotta be
Before you
honest.
get to the complaints, talk about the good stuff because it was mostly
Visuals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Visuals. I mean, we gotta talk about the
Visuals was
visuals.
amazing.
Woo!
Incredible.
I mean, I couldn't even tell what was real, what wasn't. That, my God. I mean, the visuals.
Yeah.
I love Raka a lot.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it quite a bit. I like the first act a lot. I think the second, third act dragged
I
quite.
agree, which I wasn't expecting.
No.
To say that, but yeah, I agree. I think it holds up with the rest of them though. I think it's as good as the first one. I think it's as good as
It
Rise.
does. It drags some, but
Yeah.
does a lot of world building.
Mm-hmm.
And it lays the groundwork for some sequels.
Oh, it does.
Like
Oh,
that.
it does.
Without the runtime, you don't have much world building for sure.
But it pays off.
Exactly.
It pays off, and it ends on a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
But it's
Kinda, yeah.
not like a cheap cliffhanger. That
No,
makes sense.
no, it makes perfect sense what they're doing.
Right.
What they're trying to set up, if you will.
Right. It's a
Yeah.
satisfying cliffhanger. That makes sense, you know?
Yeah.
Agreed.
Now, one question I'm going to ask you, because you're the one who's seen it, the trilogy, right?
Yeah.
People are going to ask this. Do I have to do homework?
No,
Not
but
really.
Caesar, the new trilogy,
Yeah.
is one of the best movie characters of all time.
Yes.
And they reference him heavily in
Oh,
this
yes.
movie. So you'll definitely be missing out if you haven't seen them, but it's not completely necessary.
No.
It's a brand new story, brand new characters. It's
I
not
like Noah a lot. I thought the first scene we get, the first big scene, I was like, wow.
Yeah, yeah.
We're swinging for the
It was
fence.
awesome, yeah. It starts off kicking. But yeah, I think that the strong points continue to be the characters
Yes.
and the visuals.
Yes.
In all four of these movies, those are the strong points. So
And the strong points are obviously it's the family.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's the personal family or the clan.
Yeah.
I like the villain.
Mm-hmm.
really
I
good.
like-
I didn't care for him.
Oh, you didn't like him?
I thought it was weak.
Okay, well you're weird. But I like the villain. I also like his henchman, this silverback gorilla guy. I liked him too.
You got to give it up to the actors.
Yeah.
In the motion cap suits, they're so good. They're incredible. Every time I see behind the scenes footage of them, it's crazy.
Yeah, but it was really good, and I liked how some of the stuff going on, you don't know what's going to happen.
I had my heart race a couple times.
I thought it was very interesting with stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It dragged a lot. I didn't like the human character that much. I thought that Pro-Max's Caesar was literally forgettable. Could have been anybody else. I genuinely don't care for him at all.
I disagree.
Disagree?
I think he's a great villain.
I honestly, God, I know they're trying to make Noah the next Caesar, but I think that the ending, for me personally, was weak. I thought that they didn't do the best because, for me personally, to not try to reference it too much, but for Dawn of the Apes, everything towards the end of that first movie, it was so earned.
Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
The first one, yeah.
Yeah, Rise of the Planet of the Apes, because he gathers apes together. It's all about respect. It's all mutual. And you see him in charge of all of it.
Yeah.
And this film, I never once got that.
No, yeah, he doesn't really. Yeah, it's not as earned for sure, but I think they weren't expecting to make sequels for the first one.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're expecting some sequels to be made from this one. So I think we're going to get a little bit more of that. As long as this makes some money, I guess.
It's almost like the apes were taking like human characteristics,
Yeah, yeah,
like with the greed and like having a fascist leader
yeah.
and like somebody with charisma and implementing a kingdom, so to speak.
Yeah.
And implementing his do or die leadership style with a slavery caste system and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I took it.
They take a lot from the original, like 1968 Planet of the Apes. You can tell that they're doing that transition between the prequels and the original.
So, overall score?
Overall, I give it an 8 out of 10.
Okay.
I give it 9 out of 10.
I give it a 7.
Nice.
I would say I would watch this in theaters just for the
sure.
visuals alone.
I put it in my top 5.
Yeah, I can see
Yes.
that for sure. And as always, thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.